just outside the window. He was no farther from Travis than priest from confessor. Travis tried to study him objectively, to memorize his features. The man was younger than his mother, taller and stronger. That his mother would probably call the man's face handsome did not count for much with Travis, especially not if the man intended to harm them. He watched the strange, intense longing on the man's face, watched him frown in indecision. Suddenly, the man's gaze fell, and again Travis tensed, thinking he might be seen. But the man's eyes were lowered now. The man began to move again. He walked slowly out of view. Travis let out his breath, then suddenly drew it back in again as he realized that the man was not walking toward the street, but to their backyard gate. He heard the sound of the latch being fumbled open, the quiet click as it closed behind the intruder. Travis ran on bare feet to the kitchen, heard the man's steps clacking cautiously over the bed of black pebbles that lay between the house and fence. Here, too, the windows were open, but curtains hung over them, blocking any view. The pebbles gave away the man's movements. The back door! Had his mother remembered to lock the back door? Panicked now, staying low, Travis hurried through the kitchen to the laundry room. No! He could see the deadbolt had not been thrown. He reached up, turned the latch, pulled his hand back just as he heard the soft sound of the man's soles on the back porch. Crouching, Travis leaned against the door, praying the man would not see him, had not heard him throw the lock. There was a long moment of heart-too-loud silence before he watched the knob turn, heard the man lean his weight gently against the door. The man paused, and Travis looked up to see a hand pressed against the glass of the window in the door. It was red. Blood. Had the man cut himself? No. Travis could see the palm of his hand pressed there, perfect and large and unwounded. The knob released. The man stepped back, and Travis heard him leave the porch. He waited for his steps on the pebbles. The sound did not come. Travis dared to rise up a little, to peer out the window in the door. He saw the man staring up again, this time toward Travis's own bedroom window. And Travis saw the man's face, and again his expression of longing, a longing that Travis found mysterious and unsettling. Travis stood now, and the movement must have caught the man's eye, for he was looking right at him, right straight at him. The man with his solemn face. Travis's own pale, wide-eyed expression reflected on the same surface. Boy's and man's face in one. For reasons that would elude him for many years, Travis suddenly balled his hand into a hard fist and plunged it through the glass, through the very place where the handprint had not yet dried, watched the red glass splinter and fall, did not cry out as it cut once and then cut again as he pulled his hand back, not shedding tears when his father reached in through the broken window and let himself into the house, not feeling anything like pain until his father took him into his arms. Chapter 1. I don't want to give the impression that my sister Barbara is a liar. I will admit that I have long thought that her flair for melodrama has been wasted on her usual audience, a family that has more often called for the hook than begged for an encore. I am the last remaining member of her immediate audience, and time has not deepened my appreciation of her skills. The most recent performance began late one Friday afternoon at my front door. I was summoned to this makeshift theater by the repeated ringing of the doorbell. Even the overture provided by my barking dogs and yowling cat was unequal to the script she had prepared. "Irene!" she cried, throwing herself into my arms.